Hello, my name is Linda Jean Barry, and welcome to part 2 of the original Baker Street Babes, where I'll be guiding you through some of the earliest female interpretations of our favourite detective and doctor duo. First up is Pearl White. Homlock Shermes. Pearl plays the role of a detective who mistakenly believes a man has been imprisoned in a house and sets out to rescue him. In actual fact, the man is no more than a drunkard, locked up by his friends to sober him up for his own good. The unknowing Pearl takes on a traditional Holmes ploy of the art of disguise to bluff her way into employment at the house as a male dog's body servant. The case ends up being solved when Pearl manages to gain access to the drunkard's room, only to discover there is no real danger nor reward for her work. Pearl bashfully leaves, promising herself to stick to more profitable cases in future. Our next subject is Grace Cunard, an actress, screenwriter and film director. While she was not playing the detective or doctor, her contribution to the history of Holmes is still a significant one. In 1914, she wrote the scenario for a two-reel adaptation of the famous Conan Doyle story, A Study in Scarlet, for Gold Seal Film Company. The role of Sherlock Holmes was played by Francis Ford, who also directed the film. Dr. Watson was played by Jack Ford, Francis' younger brother. Next up is Bessie Eaton. Eaton played Bessie Blake, a female Sherlock Holmes in the 1915 film crime drama The Missing Ruby. Born Bessie Harrison, Eaton starred in at least 200 melodrama, action westerns and crime films. In the 1910s, she was visiting the Selig Film Studios with a party of friends when a director saw and liked her red hair because he said it would photograph a beautiful black, so he offered her a minor role. She had no formal training on stage, as did many early film actors, but she was talented and soon rose to be one of Selig's most popular stars. Zoe Ray, born Zoe Ray Palmiter Beck, was a child silent film star who appeared in approximately 58 films between 1915 and 1920. One of those films was Little Miss Sherlock, 1918, for Universal. Fast forwarding to the 1930s brings us to Gracie Allen, best known for being part of the Burns and Allen comedy team with her husband George Burns.
Gracie!
Yeah?
Come, look.
Oh, George, for me?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you're the sweetest husband in this whole house.
Gracie appeared dressed as Holmes in a 1939 promotional poster for the sleuth series film S.S. Van Dyne's The Gracie Allen Murder Case.
What are you worrying about?
Brown, I advise you not to try and hold anything back. Did you or did you not discuss the poison used in the Buzzard murder with Miss Allen at Riverford?
The film was reportedly tailor-written for the husband and wife team by S.S. Van Dyne. However, the Paramount studio executives decided to dispense with the services of George Burns, leaving scatterbrained Gracie on her own to match wits with urban private detective Philo Vance.
Save me the car, huh? First your arms come stealing, and my heart goes on the roller coaster. Then I get that feeling like a little piece of toast.
Fast forwarding another 2 decades brings us to Dagmar. Born Virginia Ruth Egnor, Dagmar was an American actress, model, and television personality of the 1950s. As a statuesque, busty blonde, she became the first major female star of television, receiving much press coverage during that decade. Her Holmes association came about in 1954, when she teamed up with Sherlock Holmes' 40s film legend Basil Rathbone on the Milton Berle Buick Comedy Hour for a Sherlockian-related sketch in which Basil reprised his most famous role. During the sketch, Dagmar confiscates Basil Rathbone's deerstalker and pipe to use for herself to help him solve the case of the missing Buick.